And so today, what I'd like to do is give you the formula that I use to reboot my business every time I hit a plateau or I got bored. And I trained this into our team, and we had huge success with it. Okay, so you're bored. You need to reboot. You need to start again. Let me tell you, from a top 10 income earner in every network marketing company I've ever built, I've hit that plateau. I understand that teammates hit that plateau all the time. And so today, what I'd like to do is give you the formula that I use to reboot my business every time I hit a plateau or I got bored. And I trained this into our team, and we had huge success with it. So I'm going to start by saying this. This is for those of you that are in a company. Maybe you got bored. Maybe you took an extended vacation. Maybe the company did something that you didn't like and you kind of got out of it, but you want to come back and you want to restart, reignite that flame that got you super excited about starting your own network marketing business or direct sales business. This is the way I think that you could do this really, really easily. I only do that because I use this all the time. Okay. So the first thing is we got to lay the groundwork and say that this is about marrying a process and divorcing the result. Okay. So this is not some big giant thing. This is only going to take a few minutes a day, but it'll get you re-engaged. It'll bring you back into the fold. It'll bring you closer to the fire, which is where all that excitement and energy lives anyways. Okay. So there's 5 simple things that you can do. And I'm just going to go through them one by one. And just kind of share them right out the gate. The number one thing to do is what we call 30-second calls. And here's how these work. You set your clock at 30 seconds. You print out your downline and your organization, and you literally start calling all of the people frontline to you, okay? And you pick it up the phone and you're like, hey, this is Casey, and I'm just going to check out how your blank business, insert your company name, business is going, okay? Now, at the end of the day, you're going to get one of 2 responses. Either response number 1 is going to be, yeah, Case, I'm so glad you called. I'm talking to Sally Sue and Johnny Sixpack, and I'm going to a chamber event, da-da-da-da-da. Or you're going to get some version of, I kind of got out of it. You left. You kind of weren't there. So I kind of went on, did my, okay, here's the thing. If it's a positive response, then you have a green light to connect, communicate, and figure out what's going on. So now you're looking for those people that are already excited and enthusiastic about what you're doing, right? So you can start having a conversation with them, and I don't care how long you last, because you're looking for those people that are working. However, a bunch of people are going to have that negative thing, or they're not going to have anything going on, or they're going to say, well, I really didn't like what they said in the Facebook group, or I really didn't like this, or I really didn't like that. Anything other than positive outcome, you start your clock on your phone and you have 30 seconds to get off the phone. 30 seconds, not 31 seconds, 30 seconds. So for some of you, the first few are going to be tough because it's like, how do I get out of this conversation? It's like, oh, you know what? Great. I'll catch you next month. We'll do this next month. I'll check back in with you. You're not looking to talk to those people. You can call them later. This is productivity time, right? So 30 seconds. I mean, I've had to hang up on people. I've had to give it the, I'm going through the mountain range. I'm losing you. 30 seconds. This is about speed. It's because we're trying to find those people that are already in production mode. So that's number 1. Number 2, you're going to go rejoin your Facebook corporate Facebook group where they're talking to your distributors or your affiliates or your representatives, whatever you call yourselves in your company. You're going to go to the corporate Facebook group. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to comment on every post that was done the day before. So what you do is if there were 20 posts that were done the day before, you're going to go in and you're going to comment on every single one of those posts. Okay. And it's always about adding value, but it's common, even if it's just 1 or 2 words. Awesome. Thanks. I like to use at least 12 words in a response because it really shows that you put a little bit of thought into it. And what that's going to do is it's going to make you read all of the comments, and it will make you read all of the posts. Within a week, you're going to know everything that's going on inside the company from the company's point of view, and probably the top earners that are inside of there. You'll know when the calls are coming up, the leadership webinars and Zooms and all that jazz. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, you're going to repeat the same process over on the corporate customer group, right? So you've got customers in there that are asking questions or doing testimonials or whatever. You're going to go in every single day and respond to all the posts that were left the day before. Again, what I'm really trying to do is get you back in the equation of what's going on company-wide. You're going to see people having testimonials. They may mention a product that you didn't know existed. They may talk about a rewards program that you didn't know existed. It's just getting you back closer to the fire. It's getting you back in that activity. It's getting that wheel to start spinning again. Okay. So that's number 3. Number 4, and this is probably the most impactful if you'll really let it sink in, and that's this. You want to find somebody as high in the food chain as the top income earner that you can, that is building the way that you want to build and that you can build. Let me give you an example of what I mean by this. I have a client that I'm coaching privately, and she's rebooting her business. She was out of it for a while. She had some health challenges, some family challenges, but she wants to get re-engaged. But here's the challenge. Her company, they like to do product demonstrations. So everybody talks about doing these belly-to-belly presentations. She has some limitations. So what she wants to do is build it online and use videos. So instead of having her go listen to a bunch of people that she's never going to build like, I want her to go find the top person in the company that's building online with just videos. And you're going to emulate, or she's going to emulate exactly what they are doing to build their business. Because we have to make this easy and fun. So it's no point of watching somebody do something that you're not going to do or that you don't want to do. Let's go find the people that are high in the food chain or high in the income list that are building the exact way we want to build. And now I want you to follow every move that they make. If they're doing videos, if they're doing Facebook Lives, if they're doing it, we're copycatting, right? Remember that network marketing is essentially monkey see, monkey do type of business, okay? So number 4 is to find somebody up the scale from you that's building the way you want to build and that you can build, and we're going to follow their lead exactly, and we're going to eliminate all the rest of the noise, okay? Number 5 is great in its simplicity if you will allow it to be simple. So I don't like the noise when I'm trying to reboot something or get something re-cracking, if you will, to try to like go to a memory jogger and write down a list of every single person you've ever breathed upon or whatever. You make a list of only 15 names. And one of my best friends is the president of a company, and he has done this since the day I've met him. I've done it. I learned this from him years and years ago. It's a list of 15. You just start with a list of 15 names on a piece of paper of people that either never gave us a decision or that we would want in the business or that we think would be really great for this business. And that becomes our working list. The minute we get a decision from one of them, we cross them off, we add another name. If you meet somebody and you think they'd be really good, maybe you get the list up to 15, 16, 17. But it's not worth trying to work with 3,000 people or 300 people if we can't concentrate on those 15. So those 15, we're going to re-engage with them. We might send them a text message, just say, hey, what's up? We might make sure we're following them on social media. We might invite them over to the customer group, whatever your company has that allows you to be able to do that. So let's recap these 5 things. Number 1, our 30-second calls. Somebody gives us anything but positive or something going on, we have 30 seconds to get off the phone with them. Number 2, we're going to go re-engage in our corporate, let's call it sales group for those people that are distributors or consultants or whatever. You're going to comment on every post that was made the day before, only with positivity and only with adding value. That's number 2. Number 3 is you're going to do the same thing over on your corporate customer group. The reason that is now I want you to see what the customers are saying and the product reviews and what people are asking. It'll get you re-engaged. So you're going to go leave a comment on all the posts left from the day before. And you'll do this every single day, by the way. Okay. Number 4 is to find somebody building the same way that you want to build and that you can build like as high up in the food chain as we can. And you're going to emulate them and do the same things that they do and get rid of all of the noise. And lastly is you're going to only start with a list of 15. And this 15 is your list of working names that you're going to work that list of 15. You're going to add people to it and remove people from it to it. Add and remove. If you will do that, it will break you out of your slump. It'll break you into reboot material. You'll get great energy. You'll get great feedback. And probably within a week, you'll pretty much be back in the thick of knowing everything that's going on in your company. So with that, take it from a guy that's been in the top 10 income earners of literally every company I've built. And every time I've run into a slump or every time a teammate has come to me and asked me, how do they get re-engaged, reboot their business? This is the exact formula. So don't forget, marry the process, divorce the result. Good luck on your journey. Have an amazing day. Let's get out there and get at it. Ciao for now.